It was a cold, foggy evening when Max, Emma, and their parents received a strange letter in the mail. The letter had no return address, only a wax seal shaped like a ghost. As they opened it, they read, "Congratulations, you've won a weekend stay at the legendary Haunted Spring Resort. Your adventure begins tonight." The family was curious. Despite the resort's spooky reputation, they decided to go. After all, it was just a legend, right? The drive was long and winding, with the fog growing thicker as they approached the resort. When they finally arrived, they were greeted by an old, crumbling building. The once beautiful resort now looked abandoned and eerie, with broken windows, creaky doors, and vines crawling up the walls. Max and Emma held their breath as they walked through the iron gates, which groaned as if they hadn't been opened in years. "Maybe this wasn't such a good idea," Emma whispered, gripping her brother's hand, but their parents assured them it was all part of the fun. Inside the resort, the family found it surprisingly well preserved, though covered in dust and cobwebs. They settled into their rooms, but as the night fell, strange things began to happen. Max was the first to hear its soft footsteps echoing through the empty halls. Then came the flickering of lights, as if someone or something was playing with the electricity. Emma swore she saw a shadow dart across her room, but when she looked again, nothing was there. The family tried to sleep, but the strange noises and unsettling shadows made it impossible to rest. It was around midnight when the first ghost appeared. Max was wandering the halls, trying to shake off the feeling of unease, and he saw her, a ghostly figure, translucent and glowing faintly, drifting down the hallway. She looked sad, her eyes searching for something long lost. Max froze in fear, but the ghost seemed harmless, merely floating past him, lost in her own world. He ran back to his room, his heart pounding. He tried to tell his family, but no one believed him yet. The next day, as the family explored the resort, they stumbled upon a hidden door behind an old bookshelf in the library. It creaked open to reveal a secret room filled with forgotten treasures, old photographs, dusty books, and strange artifacts. On the wall, they found an old map of the resort with a spot marked "Cursed Chamber." In the corner, Emma discovered an ancient journal, its pages yellowed with age. Inside, it told the story of the resort's dark past, a tale of betrayal, heartbreak, and a curse that trapped the souls of the guests who had once stayed there. As they read the journal, they learned the resort had once been a beautiful getaway for wealthy guests. But one night, a terrible storm had struck, and the resort's owner, a kind woman named Eleanor, had vanished without a trace. Some say she had been betrayed by someone close to her, and in her final moments, she had cursed the resort, trapping all who wronged her within its walls. The journal hinted that the only way to break the curse was to find Eleanor's lost locket, which held the key to freeing the trapped souls. That night, the hauntings grew stronger. The family could no longer deny the presence of spirits. Objects moved on their own, whispers echoed through the halls, and the ghostly figure of Eleanor appeared more frequently, always searching, always looking for something. Max and Emma knew they had to find the locket before it was too late. The next day, after hours of searching, Max and Emma finally found the locket hidden in the resort's old garden, buried beneath a twisted tree. But as they held it up, the ground beneath them shook, and the spirits of the resort gathered around them, their faces filled with sorrow and longing. Eleanor appeared before them, her ghostly form shimmering in the moonlight. She reached out for the locket, her eyes filled with hope. Max and Emma handed Eleanor the locket, and as soon as she touched it, a bright light engulfed the entire resort. The spirits began to fade, their whispers turning into soft sighs of relief. The air grew warmer, and the once dark resort seemed to breathe new life. Eleanor smiled at the children, mouthing the words "thank you" before disappearing into the night. With the curse broken, the resort transformed. The dilapidated walls repaired themselves, the gardens bloomed with fresh flowers, and the eerie atmosphere lifted. The family left the resort, feeling lighter and more at peace. They had uncovered the spooky legend of the haunted spring resort, and in doing so, had set its trapped souls free. As they drove away, they couldn't help but feel like they had been part of something truly magical, and from that day on, no one ever saw a ghost at the resort again.